life. Here at this new data. Why is it not showing? Settings. I think it's all good. Starting on a new laptop, so that's why I am. First of all, not sure if anyone can hear what I'm saying now, but starting on a new laptop, so I'm not sure if all the settings are correct. I've just imported them from previous laptop for the OBS stream. I've got no data, there's no chat. Comment on my own screen. Okay. It's kind of connected. Let's try. Okay. Oh, hi Christine. Sorry, too focused on not looking at the screen to look at the screen, which I'm also currently not doing because I'm sorting out my desk. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate the effort. Right, when I'm going to start. I'll do it in order. Hollow Knight first. I might do a couple because I've got 8, but I won't do all 8 on stream because that will be tedious for people watching. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I definitely saw that. That should be better. I should check that before. Also, hold on, I'm going to mute the music for a second. Well, this webcam, yeah, this is, well, I mean, it's a new laptop, isn't it? I'm going to mute the music, and for some reason the other desktop audio seems to just like be pulsing, and I can't hear what it is. Can you let me know? I'm just going to unmute the desktop audio. I don't know. I seen the level just going doof, doof, doof. But anyway, not sure what that is, but I'm going to mute that now. And bring back the music. Cool. I'm glad the volume is good. Oh, weird. You can't hear anything. I don't know then. So this and this. The levels. I've got 2 audio output capture and desktop audio. Okay, well, good. If it's just the audio, or my voice and the music, that's fine. That's what I want. But for some reason, the audio output capture and the desktop audio is just like pulsing with like a heartbeat type thing. But apparently it's not. So I'll bring back music and we'll just chill. I realised the Silk Song needle is a bit plain in comparison to this one, so I'm trying to find a, hold on, let's see. Bear with me a second. I'm trying to find a more interesting version of this, the needle, because there is, I think there is like the I can share my screen. Hold on, video capture. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, the shape is good. Yeah, so basically, I think there's like before you upgrade it, you can. Here you go. So before you upgrade it, or at one of the upgrades, basically, it's got like dents and scratches on it. I was thinking about making a version like that, and also know it's kind of grey, not white. So I'm really not sure whether to make it white or like the nail. But yeah, let's play the game at some point and then figure it out. Let me get rid of that video capture. There you go. I hope that worked, by the way. I'm assuming it worked. Okay, good. I'm glad it worked. But I hope you see what I mean with like there's cracks and things on it. Maybe if I did a dark, a silvery grey or something like that, that could be cool. Oh, lighting. Ta-da! Now I'm like really figuring it out. Website has names of the upgrades: Base Needle, Sharpened Needle, Shining Needle, Hive Steel Needle, Pale Steel. The Pale Steel Needle is the one with the hexagon pattern, isn't it? No, I tried to Google it and like, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much there. I just want, basically I want to, it's either the So the pure nail is like very iconic and very cool design. I love that. I love that I've made the needle like the fixed needle. I'm guessing it's like the picture I got would have been probably like the sharpened needle, because I think the base needle was the picture that I just showed you. Let me see if I can go to. Yeah, I think it's the base needle. Anyway, but I kind of like the design of the cracked one. Like, I think that's so cool. It will be you can have it. Every one could be like very slightly different if I kind of did the cracking by hand kind of thing. Yeah. That's my intention. I want it to be iconic, and I want it to look cool and be recognizable. I was very pleased with the plain white one that I did, but I'd much prefer to kind of make a really cool, iconic one that looks great on the wall. So, in a weird way, like the fully upgraded one almost feels too clean. And it's going to be also quite difficult to figure out the hexagonal pattern on it. Not impossible, but it also just might, like, I don't know, it can easily look tacky, I feel. I think I'm going to try and do the base needle or the cracked one, whichever one that is. I'll either play the game or do more research and figure it out, and after this convention this weekend, maybe I'll give it a go. Or I can just have a go on one of them, because I've already made 3, and figure that out. I got a text message. Oh, hi! How you doing, manatee? Got an itchy armpit, please. Excuse me. Oh no, you can see my shame. I've got my cereal bowl and my yogurt pot. I suppose it's not too much shame. It'd be shame if it was like McDonald's. It does, doesn't it? It's pretty. You're just saying to Christine, I want to make the needle from Silksong, but I need like a good reference picture for, and like the corresponding name of it. I've made the plain one, but I want to make it a little bit cooler with some detail. So whenever your dear husband gets to upgrading his needle, let me know and see if you can take a screenshot or something. We've googled it many times, but surprisingly little information available about it. That's true, and we could get it on Game Pass. But I'm far enjoying Stardew Valley far too much at the moment. Oh, Christine's sending me stuff. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. See, that looks the base needle and then the upgraded one. Ah, okay. So there isn't a cracked version? If there isn't, that's annoying. And where did it come from? because I want to make that one. Christine's sharing the screenshots of. See, that's what I was trying to do that, but you absolutely perfectly found it immediately. Thank you very much. Yeah. So yeah, base needle, sharpened needle, shiny needle, hive steel needle, and pale steel needle. I don't know which one is which. I'm assuming the pale steel needle is the final one, the one with the honeycomb pattern on it. Ugh. I think, annoyingly in my brain, if it is one of them, I'm just going to scrub through this video that Christine has found. I will try to mute this while I do so. Upgrade 1. Okay. I love at the beginning of the video he comes up where he shows you the final upgrade, but doesn't show you what you start with. Oh, yeah, it doesn't show you what you start with. Or the only thing he shows you is how it looks after the first upgrade. Which I guess is after the first upgrade is how mine looks currently. Oh, it is. Okay, there is the broken one at the start. Okay, so you do start with the broken one. Okay, cool. I think honestly, I think I've already made up my mind that I'm going to do the broken one because it looks kind of iconic. I personally would argue that it looks more badass than the fully upgraded, but I think I'm just biased because I want to make that version. Okay. For the context of, let me see if I can share. For context, I'll share my screen real quick. Ooh, can I put it up here? There, okay. So that's, and also you get a nice little comparison to the pure nail as well. That's what I think I'm going to make, is the one with all the yeah, the honeycomb is yeah, no, I saw the order. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. Yes, they all look different, and they kind of. So the first one it starts off with is the broken one with the scratches on it. Let me see if I can. Oh, how do I share my? I don't necessarily want everyone to see everything. Okay. Can I do that? Where has it gone? I don't think I can share. I can't share my signal thing. Weird. I can share the needle. Okay, how can I? Wait, I'm sure I should be able to share my entire screen, right? Let me delete this. I love how much work I'm getting done, by the way. But I'm enjoying this. So, window capture, display capture. There you go. Okay, capture message automatic. Okay, display capture. There you go. Okay. Ooh, look, it's got the thing. Okay, so it is now. Here's what it is. That's the first upgrade. That's not the original one you start with. It's the first upgrade. That's the second upgrade, a little bit shinier. And then this is the final upgrade, which is the one with the honeycomb. It does look very cool, but for the ratio of it'll be tricky to make that happen, and for the sake of the one you start with just looks really cool, like damaged, and I don't know. I would love to get your opinions on that. Oh, we can't? Oh. Could you see my screen though? I wasn't necessarily pointing. Oh, I wasn't pointing, by the way. I was touching stuff on the keyboard. Oh. Oh. I thought we could. I could do that. Okay. Oh, you saw the mouse moving? Oh, weird. Can you see? Oh, that's so weird. So it doesn't allow you to see signal because it's. Oh, okay. You can't see it, but there is. I'm literally dragging around the signal app in front of me. Dumb. Now I look like I'm crazy. Right, here we go. Here's the way we do it. We download this to desktop. Do we do that? I feel like it's going to download everything. Download that. Oh, this is like the most long-winded way of doing things, and I'm sorry about that. Thank you very much for your research, Christine. Okay, let's go. Let me put this to the side so that I know that what you can see and how you can see it. Okay, now we see it. Now we know. We know now. Okay, so that's the first upgrade. And it's just looking shiny. This one, second upgrade, is looking even shinier. You're right, it would be better quality, but I don't want to use someone else's video in my video. I know I'm being awkward. And this is the original. Oh no, wait. Did I show it? Yeah, this is the honeycomb. It's very cool. Very nice, very nice. And this is the original, and this is what I was saying about the cracks and the details. I thought it'd just be very cool. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And now back to worky work. Thank you very much for your research, Christine. That's very helpful. Yeah, what do you think, man? Pretty cool, hey? Don't tell me you like the honeycomb one better, because it's hard. I've put a little bit of thought on how to do the honeycomb pattern, but the only ways I can think of is going to be very, very tedious. Yes, we know now. Now we know. I'm glad that I've got no data on how many people are watching, and therefore I get surprised by random messages. It's like, oh, come and see. Yeah. It tells you on the chat window. It doesn't tell me, because I'm in OBS. I can see the chat window, but yeah, it says on the studio little pop-up. It doesn't say anything else apart from no data. No concurrent viewers. I'm glad I'm on a TV. If I'm on the TV, I'm in the living room, right? Going over this side and keep getting paranoid about missing bits on the other side. I'm glad it's satisfying. I'm assuming that you heard all this stuff I was talking about the needle, so I don't have to repeat it for the third time and try and second guess myself. So I have 3 needles that I've already finished. 2 of them I'm going to take to the convention, and I reckon one of them this afternoon perhaps I could actually... Okay. Oh, hi, Bew Bew. Thank you for stumbling upon it. I don't have a very big viewership, but everyone is welcome, of course. So this is the... Where am I? This is the needle some silks on, and if I can add it to my repertoire of things I make, I will. Yeah, so I'd love to make the original broken version with the kind of cracks and stuff like that, but in that case I don't think I'll make it pure white like the Hollow Knight nail is. I think I will probably either do a grey or try and do like a slight silver. I'm wary of doing silver or chrome though, because those paints tend to rub off a lot easier than a flat coloured paint. But yeah. An off-white. I currently have a kind of bone colour, like a very off-white, slightly yellow, that I use to make the bendy and the ink machine axes that I do. That's one down. Why am I making two instead of one? Thank you for the question, I appreciate that. I'm not actually making two. I'm currently working on 8 of them. These are the other 6. So I make and sell props, cosplay props, and what I usually do is go to conventions and stuff like that. At the moment, seeing as it's coming up for Christmas, I'm building up stock to sell on my Etsy shop online, and it's sometimes when yeah, exactly. Thank you, Callum. Yeah, so basically it's when it comes to Christmas time, I need to make a lot, and it's usually easier to make a whole bunch of the same thing at the same time because I'm getting out the same tools and using the same materials. So yeah, sometimes it's only just harder to make 2 than it is to make 1, and if I'm going to make 2, I might as well make 8 of them. Yeah, so that's the thinking behind it anyway. And then once I'm done in the workshop cutting up all the wood and I've painted them all, then I come in here, get on the stream, finish all the details, and that's that. Just out of curiosity, how did you find this stream? I love that you stumbled across me, but like, I'm a tiny creator. Literally, like, only got a couple of close friends that watch me. I'll be interested to know, like, did it just come up in your recommended? Do you follow cosplay or anything like that, or conventions? I won't be doing all 8 of these at the same time, by the way, because that would be very boring for you guys to watch. I'm going to finish this second one, and I've got Skyrim axes that I need to wrap the handles on, put the leather on those. I've also got Batarangs that I need to paint silver, and all that jazz. My pen is not running out of ink, but it's going slightly faded. By the way, I did try once to do paint for these details. It didn't actually come up as good. and it got a bit messy, so hence the reason why I use this big thick permanent marker, because it does the job. It's permanent and it gives a very nice finish, very cartoonish I suppose, which kind of matches the art style of the game. Shadowy side to I mean, probably. So yeah, so you can see in the reference picture, I guess you kind of, if I had, let me do it that one so I can match it a little bit better. Yeah, if I had like a shadow there, I guess that would be quite cool. But the other thing is, like, it's slightly that I want it to match what's in game, but I also want it to, yes, exactly like Callum said, it's kind of a fine line between taking it straight out from the video game or like making it appear in real life as it should look, as if you literally just took it out of the game, and then you can, I guess, just cast natural shadows as they come. It doesn't help when I've got such perfect lighting in here, but yeah, no, I guess you kind of, its own natural shadows can help with that. But yes, adding some kind of shadows would still be cool. I just may not do it. I do love the suggestion though. Yeah, I think you're right, Callum. Because this specifically is the pure nail, and if it started off as a nail, I would assume it's metallic. But in the rendition in the video game, it comes off as white. So that's why I tried to follow. But yeah, the metallic sheen, I completely get you on that. I think that's what the intention was, but in the rules of the art style of the world, I think it gets translated pretty well with it being white. And yeah, the only other thing I could do is make it like very off-white grey, and then like add shadow, but I don't know if it would come off as clean or as satisfying. I like a lot of this, what I do with these props, it's like my own artist interpretation of it. So it's like, it's similar to, you know, when you go down to Artist Alley in a convention, people have got their own kind of interpretations of characters from anime or video games or whatever. So it's their own take on it, and I guess this is my own take, that I'm using the medium that I'm familiar with. Instead of pen and paper or ink, I use wood, and this is how I choose to do it. This is running out. Lucky I have loads more. And in fact, this one is better. So there you go. Oh, missed a bit. See, so I'm telling you, I get paranoid. Yeah, I should make another one to try out different things. I'll get on that as soon as I can. I'll start a new one completely from scratch. How heavy is it? I could probably find out exactly, but I think it probably only weighs maybe 500, 600 grams, like less than a bag of sugar, definitely. I used to make them thicker until I basically experimented when I make some things. I try to make them as chunky and real looking as possible, but also use like thinner materials so it's lighter weight. Fine line between having it look right and feel right. It's the same thing with like a lot of 3D printing, like the plastic makes it like way too light. How many London buses? Shut up. I don't know, point 0.0034 maybe. Let's do that. I did a search and you are actually right, as it is a reflection of the environment. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for looking. Callum, can you shut up? You're such an idiot. I love you, man. Reflection of the environment. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I get. Yeah, it's the very specific art style from Hollow Knight. I'm assuming that you know the source material that it's from. I kind of just assumed that. I'm sorry if you don't. But yeah, video game Hollow Knight, and yeah, it just kind of matches the cartoony art style. In order to answer your question correctly, Callum, that I think I would have to do a little bit more research, or I would have to make a lot more props. Unfortunately for you, my my swimming membership ran out, so I'm not going to be able to test that. But I would be happy for you to do your own research and get back to me. I haven't had it happen too many times before, but I have to be careful not to like draw where my hand is about to go, because if this black ink smudges on the white paint, I just have to repaint it or sand it back down and paint it again. And it would suck. Wunderbar! Okay. Right, that's those two done. Well, actually, when I make multiple of them, I can also do this and make them reflections of each other. You can get you ultimate now. Sorry. I just think that looks cool. Or like some kind of tribal mask. Cool. Right. Onto the Skyrim axes. Need to wrap the handles. I have my bow. Oh gosh. Oh, sorry everybody. I have my fake or faux leather, my pleather, and I have, if I can find it, my sable ring. to stab and poke someone with it. I tell you what, when I do a lot of conventions and I sell my product at these like anime conventions or video game conventions, and the amount of people who come past my store, because I have all like the stuff laid out, like all my weapons. The amount of people who can't help but like pick it up and like hit their friends with it. Yeah, it's just like a reflex. People they can't help it. It's gonna be loud. Sorry for the noising. I realise I'm doing it up here. I should be doing it where you guys can see it. I reserve the right to not do it where you can see it, where there's a chance of me hurting myself. Safety first and all that. I'm going to get rid of these because they're just in the way now. I might have to, because I spend most of the time in the shed, in the workshop, making these things. And when I have like office time, I can do the details like I'm doing now. So I might actually leave the other 6 to do the rest of this week, like do a couple per stream, just as people are starting to kind of filter in and all that kind of stuff. Should put a picture of. I'll see if I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can swap out the image. And reference pictures. I'm not going to be able to find one in time. Let's do a quick Skyrim. Sorry, you get to see my floofy hair. Desktop. Open. Wow. That's a bit big. We'll figure it out. No worries. Okay. Put it behind these 2. There we are. Okay. Now you've got an idea of what I'm working on. I haven't asked yet, but because this is my first stream on this laptop, how is the audio quality on the microphone? Yeah, yeah, thank you. I thought it would be nice for people to actually know what I'm working on, because I can't expect everyone to know every single franchise. So. Done diddly. Cool. Thank you. I'm glad it sounds good to you. Although the tricky thing is, like, you're not fussy when it comes to audio, and neither am I. I don't care. Like, got people who are like, oh, it's not the finest quality. And when you start worrying about latency and hertz and this, that, yeah, I don't even know. I can't make this stuff up. I just don't don't either know or have the ability to care. What am I trying to say? North of the border videos wind me up because he never shows you what he's actually trying to make before the final. Oh yeah, I get it. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, if you know the reference, then you're looking forward to it, but it's nice to kind of see what you're aiming at, I guess. If that makes sense. Oh, sorry, I completely missed Callum's message back there. What prop for Final Fantasy IX would you make for when they inevitably announce the remake soon? Well, I'll tell you what I've had in my to-do pile for months, because someone commissioned me and then ghosted me, which was fine. I got over it. It's not a problem. I have the Mage Masher. Is it Mage Mashers? From Zidane, and they're halfway finished. But I was looking at the reference. Someone made a reference to it because they're excited about the remake coming out, and they apparently think that they're going to be a attachable dual, because some of his weapons are, and I don't think the original Mage Mashers were. But yeah. So these have been made. They've gotten to this stage. So if you were to build one, would you choose another type of metal instead of steel? Just keep their own. Do you? Sorry, View. Are you talking about the Skyrim axe, the steel axe? Would you choose another type of metal instead of steel? I suppose that you should keep the royal artistic carvings into it. I don't know. If I'm interpreting your message the way you meant it, one way to say it, I guess, like, none of the stuff I make is metal. I make everything out of wood. So even like this bit is wood. It's just painted to look like metal. Hey, Lorenzo, nice to see you, man. Doing well, man. Doing well. Just to finish off what Callum, were you saying about Final Fantasy? Yes, I think I will try and make these. I will have to start up again though, because since the person didn't come back to me, I've kind of gotten rid of the templates. But seeing as the version that they're going to release are potentially going to be attachable, I need to figure out how to do that. So, well, no, not that. That. It's all the way. Hard. So I'd make another version of these, but those ones, at some point, perhaps I could sell as a prototype. And that's it. View as what you said. Yeah, sorry, can you rephrase your question? I'm really not sure what you mean. And what prop you mean, because I'm not sure if you're talking about the Hollow Knight sword again, or if you're talking about the steel axe that I'm currently doing. Say steel axe, it's called steel axe, but they're wood. All of my stuff is wood. Would you like it? Vivi's staff, that's a good idea. I could also make, Vivi's staff is cool. Yeah, that is cool. Damn you, Callum. Right, that's getting saved. I do actually. It is quite fun making items that are making items out of wood that are supposed to look like wood. So that's good. The other thing was Dagger's stuff. Does Dagger have? Yeah, she does have the stuff, doesn't she? What was her original staff though? Or I should call it garnet. Maybe not. Her staff's more awkward. Can't make giant, like, spherical things out of wood. They're way too heavy. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Christine. Like, I show what I'm. Hold on. Display capture. Okay, here we go. Right, here's Garnet's staff. Quite awkward to make, if I'm honest. That's my initial. I'm just showing the stream so I can make sure that I can see what's being shown. But BB's staff, hell yeah, can do that. Definitely can do that. I'd love to do that. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. Yeah. You can see how unprofessional I am, Lorenzo. That's what it is. Yeah, I remember what you were saying last time, Lorenzo, about needing like a catchphrase. There are no wood puns that don't come off as corny as hell. I was thinking, would love to see you next time. Authentic. I'm trying not to sound insensitive when I'm like, I'm not sure you. English being not your first language, I'm not sure you're using that word correctly. I love it though, I love it. Okay, very quickly I need to check out something else. I'm currently just looking for a little reference photo for the Batarang so that I can. That'll do. That'll work. Oh, it's a web file. Bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. I can't see the chat right now, so if you're saying anything, then cease and desist until I come back to you. You know, like sometimes when you go to save an image and it just won't let you. You're just not allowed. Don't like it. Okay, save it to desktop for now. Close this. Oh no, I've messed it up. Bear with me a second, I'm just changing the image because I'm working on something different now. There you go. Very professional. Do you like that? Super nice. Okay, we'll see. This is cute stuff. Authentic, you mean? Corny is good. Stay pine and dandy. Lorenzo, maybe can I make you mod so you can kick Callum out? Oh no, I could I could actually put Callum in a timeout. I shall not. I shall not. I will restrain myself and I will not put him in timeout. For now. You're on thin ice though, buddy. Right. Batarangs. Let me tidy my desk a little bit. Gotta have a bit of protection from the thing. Right, next we are finishing off the Batarangs. The only thing I need to do on the Batarangs is to do the silver, and then off stream I will take them outside and paint them with some lacquer to seal them. First try. What do you mean first try? Elaborate on that. Oh, music's probably stopped because I've been going for ages. Let's start the music again. Or let's hold on. Let's give another one. Here you go. Right, the music should have started up again. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, you're gonna love this ASMR scraping. I have been going for quite a while on the stream. I didn't intend to go for this long, but thank you guys for joining me. It's your own fault. You came here and entertained me. It was my own fault for starting the stream, of course. Cool. That's one. Got 10 here to do, by the way, but I won't finish them now. It's 2 o'clock, in fact. I should stop. I'll have to say thank you guys so much for merit. Dry brushing is a lot harder when you don't have a brush. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it's just chill. For one needs to be chill. Keep seeing like people streaming and doing crazy stuff, trying to get views. I just want to stream. Just want to enjoy myself. Sorry from that. You know what? Streaming, I know you mentioned it before, streaming from the shed. If I can figure it out, if I can have a camera down there, and not have all of my like streaming equipment get absolutely covered in dust, I would love to do it. Not least of all because then people can be watching me live, and if I like cut a hand off, they can go, oh well, okay, well, click that. No, I mean like people can send for an ambulance. That would be great. Probably should clip it though. Make like YouTube highlights or something. Hashtag fail. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. For those of you who don't know, which is all of you, Pepper Boys is actually one or multiple of my ex-students that I used to teach when I was working as a teaching assistant up in Manchester. And you're very welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming along. Normal streamers get swatted, Neil gets ambulance. Well, I mean, I'd much rather an ambulance come to my house than... Oh no, actually no. It's either SWAT coming to your house or an ambulance. I don't think any of those would be good in said emergency. Arguably, the ambulance is probably worse because that means something has already happened. By the way, Pepper Boys, I hope that's okay for me to say. And moreover, I hope that that's correct. I think I remember you. I won't say your name that I remember because obviously like privacy and stuff like that. But I think that's correct. Please correct me if I have not actually taught you, or because I do remember having a student with the last name Pepper, and again, like I say, I won't give the full name because that's not a good thing. But if that is correct, please let me know. Yes, yeah, no, yeah, I did. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. The boombox that Pepper Boy is referring to is, you know when you get like a big cartoon plunger. I made a huge like red TNT style box to turn on the Wilmslow Christmas lights one year, and it was actually, was it Sally Hunt who turned them on, who is a figure in the local, I think it's just like the youth pantomime. Yes, LG, good coding there, well done. We don't want to dox ourselves too much, but yeah, well done. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that I'm not too old and senile that I can actually remember who you are and what my job was 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah, good. I'm glad I do remember you, and I'm glad you remember me. This is one of the things that I said that I was going to do when I left that school. I said to people, yeah, I'm going to try and start a YouTube channel and make props and stuff like that. It's all kind of gone backwards, where I worked on the business first and then ended up doing the YouTube channel afterwards. Neglected it for years and years and years, but we're here now. Oh, cool! I used it for the bonfire. I'm glad it got more use. It was really fun to do, actually. It was like a nice little project to make. I love a little interesting project to do. It's when I lean forward and it's just like the hair is in the way. I promise you, it's not that grey. It's just like it's the white. It's the white on it. God, I really need to make sure I don't get like too high a res. Used for the bonfire. I'm assuming, as you meant it, that it was used to kind of start the proceedings rather than you needed fuel for it. Oh, cool. I'm glad people remember me. I hope it's one of the things as a teacher you kind of, it sounds really like corny and like cliche. It's not necessarily about being remembered, you just hope you made a difference. I remember there were a couple of situations in school where it's like some kids aren't as talented as others, some kids aren't as smart in certain aspects, but basically you just want to make sure whatever kid that comes through the doors there leaves feeling like a better person at the end of the day, like they learned something, or they're enthusiastic about something, or they feel like they've been empowered to have confidence in a certain talent. There were people who were really good at writing stories, people who were really good at maths, people who were really good at art, people who felt like they weren't good at anything. But basically I just wanted to make sure that every child knew that there were options. It's like, you don't have to be good at everything. You don't have to be good at tests. You don't have to be good at art. You don't have to be good at this. Just do what makes you happy and do what makes you feel like you've got confidence. And I don't know if I ever actually managed to instill that in kids, but that's what you want, and that's it. Yeah, start with the black. In fact, there was it's funny what a base coat does to painting on colours, because the most recent thing, so I've got the card convention coming up this weekend, going to Stoneleigh, NAEC, near Leamington Spa, and there's going to be loads of Pokemon cards there. So one of the things I made was the rusted sword from Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it's really, really dark grey, but I didn't have a dark grey, so I painted it on black, and then I give it a mist coat of grey primer, which made it look really cool. I'll have to show that to you guys on one day. Thank you, man. I appreciate you saying that. That's I'm glad that I kind of was. I hope that I was just a positive in people's life. That was it. Like, I know I'm not going to make like an incredibly huge difference in people's lives. I think back to like my primary school teachers, and it's just like I can barely remember some of them. Like I can remember their names or their faces. I can't even remember any of the lessons. But sometimes I feel like, yeah, you know what? I felt confident, or I felt good in that class. I know I'm not going to make like the biggest difference in people's lives, but I just want to, in any way possible, even in what I do now as my job, I just want to make sure that I'm a positive in people's life. It makes people happy, or, you know, when I'm at a convention, that kind of is more evident. When people see a prop that they know or that they like, they go, oh my god, it's so cool, you know, I'd love to see this in real life, this is so amazing, and that kind of feeling makes me happy. I just want to, it sounds really corny, but I just want to make people, I want to be a net positive for people's life around me, and I want to make people smile, and in the most selfish way, because it makes me happy. And I'll be honest, like, I want to be happy in life. That's what I want to do. So selfish, man. I'm so selfish. Right. I think I'm going to finish off the last 3 here, and then I will leave you guys to it, because I've been on this stream for way too long. 1 hour 17. Man, this is the longest stream I've been going on. I'm glad I got some stuff done. Managed to set up my laptop today, start a stream even, work some details in, and talk to you all. Yeah, that's the one, Zycoro's Workshop. So just as a little background, my business used to be called Zycoro's Workshop. Zycoro came from my old online alias. Long story, I'll try and keep it as brief as possible. But basically, one of my favourite video games as a child was Final Fantasy VIII, and one of the characters was called Cypher. And I thought, that's so cool, and I wanted to make my nickname Cypher, but I was like, I can't copy exactly, so I'd be Zypher. And then later on, like a few years later, I wanted to make it sound cooler, so I made it into Zycoro, which sounded to me at the time like it was more Japanese. And then that became my online alias. I had it on like PlayStation and Xbox and all that kind of stuff. And then after making this business, I realized Zycoro's Workshop is not only really hard to pronounce and spell, but it's just bad branding. Like, no one knows what Zycoro's Workshop is. So I just thought, well, I might as well just have my real name. People can, like, they know who exactly is running the business. They know what I do. It's Neil Hines Woodworking. It's like straight and to the point. You know what it is, and that's it. But yeah, Zycoro's Workshop was the original name. It's weird to think, like, so I worked in primary schools for almost 15 years overall. Like, a lot of my kind of young adult to not so young adult life. And then I kind of think, hold on, you know, I was working in schools for that long. Like, how many of the kids that I have taught have now kind of grown up, and they've not only have they become like teachers themselves, or, you know, they've done cosplay, replicas, arts, props. Yeah, I make crap. CRAP. It's funny though, because my brother like took umbrage to that. He's like, you don't make crap though. You don't like it's a pun. It's a pun. It's like, I make cosplay, replicas, artwork, props, and it's just I'm not being mean to myself. It's just a play on words. Right, that's it guys, last one, done. Need to go out to the workshop and go and I'm out of coffee. Need to go out to the workshop and spray coat these. Need to chuck these other axes up into the loft, and I also need to finish off the last 6 of these. I'm going to thank you guys all for tuning in. Probably back. Am I back tomorrow? Have I got enough stuff to work on tomorrow? The trouble is, once I've done all the details, then I have to get in the shed. I'll certainly be drawing a couple of these up tomorrow, and I've got to make some small items for the convention this weekend. Like to use all my offcuts to try not to waste too much wood, so use all the offcuts to make some little items, and that's it. Well, I will stop, and I will thank you guys for joining in, and I'll just stop get my hair in the way. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, if you did, and if you didn't enjoy it, I'll try harder next time. But until next time, would you join me again? I don't know, is that a good pun? I don't know. I would love to see you next time. How about that one? Right, thank you guys. Enjoy your afternoon/evening, and goodbye, I guess. Goodbye!